Welcome, everyone. I'm Rabbi Ann, and I'd like to thank the Congregation Ocean Reef Board. It is an honor to welcome Shabbat with you, the first Shabbat service in our year 5785. I invite you to shake your neighbor's hand and wish them a good Shabbos or a Shabbat Shalom. Cantor Adina will lead us in Hine Matov and Am Yisroel Chai, which will be projected up on the screen.
Yes, here it is. This is going to be a medley. I'm going to do a medley of different Hine Matov, starting with Cantor Becky Mann's beautiful rendition of Hine Matov. She's the niece of Rachel and Dan Cohen, and we're very proud of her. She is prolific. She's written a lot of beautiful music. And we're going to go into the traditional Hine Matovs. There's two of them. And then go into Am Yisrael Chai and end again with Becky Mann's Hine Matov, which starts with Open the Door, which I think is so appropriate to begin our season. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad means how good it is for us to be together. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 O Rabbeinu Chai, O Rabbeinu Chai, O Rabbeinu, O Rabbeinu, O Rabbeinu Chai, O Rabbeinu Chai, O Rabbeinu Chai, O Rabbeinu, O Rabbeinu, O Rabbeinu Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Open the door. Open the door. Open
Thank you. We'll turn to page 2 for the kindling of the Shabbat lights. And tonight the honor goes to Carol Levin. Will you help me? Okay, great. So, Heinu Melech Haolam, Sher Kiddushanu, B'mitzvotov V'tzivanu, L'Yashel Shabbat, Yasher Koach. Beautiful job. Next time you'll need no help whatsoever. So we turn to page 146. Please rise in spirit or body if you are comfortable for the Barhu. Cantor Adina will lead us in a special Barhu song, which will be projected, called Barhu, Am I Awake?
By Noah Aronson. Think about those words. Am I awake? Am I prepared? That's what the Baruch Hu is. It's the call to worship. Are you listening? Ya la 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 la, 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 la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
Please remain standing for the Shema on page 149.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. Please turn to page 152 for the Mi Chamocha, 152.
Join me in Debbie Friedman's Mi Chamocha. Mi Chamocha ba'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha neda b'kodesh, Nora tehilo roseh peleh, Nora tehilo roseh peleh. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 Lehamidenu Shomrenu Lechaim, L'chaim, to life. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom Lehamidenu Shomrenu Lechaim. Spread the shelter. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom Lehamidenu Shomrenu Lechaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashivenu Adonai. Let me hear you. Eloheinu L'shalom. Lehamidenu Shomrenu Lechaim. 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 Adonai Sefatai Titach Uvia Gitehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. So, my singing congregation, this song is going to take some participation. Matisyahu wrote a song called One Day, and he is very pro-Israel, and he has been boycotted because he is pro-Israel. Some of his concerts were canceled. We have taken this song and we've mashed it together with our song for peace, Oseh Shalom. So please be seated, and the words are going to be projected. Let's go to the next slide so you can see. The way this goes is it's an echo. When I sing one day, you're going to quickly sing back one day. Every time I sing one day, you're echoing one day. It goes like this. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Let's do it again. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Sometimes I lay under the moon. Thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I am here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom. Bimromav Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Yisrael Ve'al clap your hands because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
I'd like to call up Michael and Cheryl Weiss to remove the Torah from the ark. Ta'amdu Meir Label ben Mordechai, v'chava bat Simcha v'si'iv.
Shema Yisrael,
Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. We're gonna go around
So we'll
Hakafah.
just
We're going to do a little hakafah. That means the Torah is going to be paraded around, and if you would like to touch the Torah with your prayer book and kiss it, it is a great honor. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omed. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omed. Al HaTorah, V'al HaAvodah, V'al Gemilut Chasadim. Al HaTorah, V'al HaAvodah, V'al Gemilut Chasadim. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omed. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Haolam, Haolam, Omed. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yiledu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yiledu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yiledu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yiledu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yiledu od milchama. Lo yisa goy el goy cherev, lo yiledu
Not
od
yet.
milchama.
Wait a couple
Right.
Ta'amod Rachel Batilana V'Zelig Shmuel La'aliyah HaTorah. We are nothing if not flexible around here. Do you want to, okay. Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato.
Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai el Avraham lech lecha ma'artzecha u'mimoladetecha imebeit avicha el ha'aretz asher a'echa va'esecha legoy gadol avarechacha va'agadolaha shemecha ve'yeh baracha va'avarcha mivarechiach umichalelach האור, ונברכו בך כל משפחות האדמה. אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נותן בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני
נותן התורה. Yasher Koach. So that was so magnificently read. I always feel that the calligrapher who put the Torah on the parchment would always be proud when someone chants it as beautifully as Susan did and gave honor to the ink, to the quill, to the parchment, and mainly to the words that were received on Sinai some 3,500 years ago. In this week's Torah portion, Lech Lecha, which means go forth, God tells Abraham to leave his native land and his father's house and go forth, Lech Lecha, to a land that I will show you. God does not inform Abraham where he's going to go, how long it will take to get there, or what will happen when he arrives at the end of his journey. But God promises Abraham that the land, Eretz Yisrael, will be his and his descendants as part of an eternal covenant. Now, Abraham has no children, and he's 75 years old, so this is a hard promise to really believe in. But he has faith. He packs up, and he goes forth as God has commanded him. He takes his wife Sarah and his nephew Lot, and all their tents and their flocks and their possessions, and they roll up their carpets and set out for the land of Canaan by a very long and circuitous route with many stops along the way, and it takes decades. Once Abraham has left his homeland and is on the journey, God appears to him in a vision. God says, "Fear not, Abraham, I am a shield to you." Magen, which means shield. Magen Avraham, the shield of Abraham. The phrase Magen Avraham is interesting because the Torah makes it very clear that Abraham's journey to the promised land was not easy. In fact, it doesn't appear he was being shielded from anything. He encountered wars, famine, rebellion, plagues, enemies, his nephew Lot's greed for good grazing land, jealousy, and a rival king who absconds with his wife Sarah. And Abraham was 75 when he set off on the journey. He was 86 when he had his first child, Ishmael, and 100 when his second son, Isaac, was finally born. I think in some way each of us can relate to Abraham, as no one lives to be an elder in this tribe without challenges. Illness, war, loss on many levels. The Torah promises us that God is our shield, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way. If God's promise to be a shield does not provide protection from conflict and difficulty, why make the promise? What does it mean? Perhaps the Torah invites us to look more deeply at the word magen, shield. Not coincidentally, the Hebrew name of the IDF, the Israel Defense Force, is Tzva HaHaganah LiYisrael, literally the army for the defense of Israel. And part of the name, lehagen, to shield, comes from the same root as we found in today's portion, magen, the shield. In fact, the Jewish star is a six-pointed framework that is found inside an ancient shield of armor. The front of the shield is like a dome, and the inner face is a six-pointed frame for the soldier to hold on to. And maybe that's what Torah is giving us, something to hold on to, something inside. Torah is teaching us that God's shield is not only a defense, from what is outside, it also keeps and protects what is inside us. Maybe the meaning of the word shield is not protection from life's difficulties and losses, but the shielding and the keeping faith despite the challenges. That is the meaning of Magen Avraham, Abraham's shield, written down in the Torah thousands of years ago, given to us on Mount Sinai. God is not the one who prevents suffering, but rather the one who protected Abraham from giving up hope, from turning angry each time he was frightened, or from being bitter when his very existence was threatened. God shielded Abraham's spiritual dedication over the course of a challenging journey that lasted for decades. The very idea of, "I am a shield to you," came to Abraham in a vision. Maybe the Torah is telling us that the vision itself is what needs to be shielded. The shield of Abraham is not the false promise of a life free from pain. It is a deeper covenant, a covenant with God and Spirit, that we too can find meaning, vision, purpose, and faith in the midst of life's difficulties. God will give us the strength and courage to rise to the challenge, as God did for Abraham. Everything on the outside can change in a nanosecond, as we found out on October 7th last year. But what is on the inside can be kept by faith. It can be kept until the flame will never flicker, but will always rise to the challenge. This is a great promise, one that has sustained us and Israel from ancient days to the present day. We feel that connection to Jews everywhere. We are mishpocha. No matter the skin color, level of observance, cultural predilection, we are members of one community, one tribe, and we feel fierce pride in that connection. It is visceral. It is cellular. It is our foundation. Am Yisrael Chai, the people of Israel live. We do not die. We will never die. Our flame will never be extinguished. We will not let it happen. It is our promise from God. God tells Abraham, "I will make your name great, and you shall be a blessing." In fact, what happened to us on our journey through history has never made us introverted and never made us hard-hearted. Stubborn, maybe a little. Hard-headed, perhaps, but never hard in our hearts. What happened to us has inspired us to uplift every society that has opened the door to us even a crack. Rather than retreat to some self-centered, protective posture, we looked around and asked, what can we do to repair the world? How can we continue to respond to God's commandment, given first to Abraham and now to us? Be a blessing. That is our purpose here on earth, the very reason why we were created in the first place. So how do you be a blessing in 5785? The Torah tells us first to move our tent, to dwell inside a place of expansiveness and vision, and to build an altar to God there. Just like our sanctuary at Ocean Reef, what started out as a vision became an altar, a place of worship, brought to life by Ruach Elohim, the Spirit of God that inhabits all of us. And it is infused here with the spirit of community and peace and connection and bonds, and it is growing. It is growing exponentially. This is the third year. As we celebrate the beginning of the Jewish year 5785, let us give thanks for a vision fulfilled, a sanctuary of peace. How do we continue to be a blessing and to fulfill God's ancient covenant with Abraham? by lending a helping hand, by offering an invitation instead of waiting to receive one, by giving someone the benefit of the doubt, by mentoring and helping others to learn, by offering insight and sharing our wisdom, by inspiring others to be a blessing, by giving with no expectation of reward, by expressing gratitude, by offering encouragement or a kind word, by continuing to have faith in Israel. It's not hard to be a blessing. It requires awareness and being awake to the lesson of Torah. Lech lecha, my friends, go forth from the safety and comfort of what are familiar patterns of thought and behavior. Do not give in to fear or despair. Be brave, be inspired. Let us strive together to make the world a better place so that our lives too will be a blessing. L'dor v'dor, from generation to generation, may your children and your children's children continue to find peace in this place. For we have taken to heart the words of the late modern prophet Elie Wiesel, quote, "The role of the Jew is not to make the world more Jewish. The role of the Jew is to make the world more human." May 5785 be a year of following in the footsteps of Abraham. Go forth to a place that God will show you. It will be beyond your wildest dreams. Let God be your shield. Let the people of Israel be your people. May 5785 be a year of receiving blessings and being a blessing. Ken yehi ratzon. May it be so. Amen. Oh, you always say that. Thank you.
And I can think of no better song to sing than Debbie Friedman of blessed memory bringing this parsha to life with her song Lechi Lach. The words are on the board, on the screen in front of you. Please join me. Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lechi Lach, on your journey I will bless you, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi Lach. Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lechi Lach, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. Lechi Lach, to a land that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lechi lach. And you shall be a blessing, and you shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach.
That was beautiful. Thank you. A prayer for Israel. Eternal One of the universe, guardian of Israel, be with us in this time of darkness and trouble. Surround the families who have lost loved ones with your compassion, your chesed. Give strength, koach, to the hostages and all who care about them at home and afar. Implant wisdom, bina, among the leaders of Israel, and courage, chozek, to all who defend her on the land, air, and sea. Remember your covenant, your brit, with your people Israel, and help us find peace, your most precious gift.
Amen.
We turn to page 374 for Hatikva.
It is in the worship supplement.
It's in the supplement.
And in the worship supplement are the words for
Yes,
Hatikva.
on the very inside back cover. Hatikva means the hope, and that's what the national anthem of Israel is. There's the flag.
Please rise.
O God, in our hearts, we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked with theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofei HaCholim. We praise you, O Lord, the source of healing and health. So So we will put the Torah back in the ark.
Please rise. Tetz chayim hi, lemachazim ba. ותומכיך מאושר דרכיך, דרכי נועם בכל נתיבותיך, שלום חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם. יא לה לה לה, יא לה לה, יא לה לה לה, לה לה לה, יא לה לה לה, לה לה לה, יא לה לה לה, לה 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 לה, יא לה לה, יא לה לה לה, יא לה לה, יא לה לה לה, לה לה לה, יא לה לה. חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו, חדש ימינו כקדם. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתקנו לה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו ככם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר בחיי אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו, ושמו, ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. So tonight, before we move to Kaddish, I'd like to invite Reverend Bob Henley up here to commemorate a very special occasion.
Rabbi Ann, thank you.
Oh,
And
sure.
what a joy to worship with you tonight. It's such a privilege. Before I read this, I want to say to you that I know Bob and Christy and any other of your Christian friends who are here. We weren't alive in 1936, 37, or 38, or 39. But we're alive today. We weep over the pogrom that happened in Amsterdam today. And because of you, we have faith. And as followers of Jesus, whom we call our Messiah, we want to stand with our Jewish friends forever, as much as we can. As I say, I was not alive in 1938, but I'm alive now. And our responsibility is for now. And it is such a privilege to call you friends. and it is such a privilege to share in community together. And it's my privilege to prepare us for Kristallnacht. Tomorrow night is the anniversary of Kristallnacht, or the Night of Broken Glass. Kristallnacht was a pogrom against Jews carried out by the Nazis on the night of November 9 and 10 in 1938. The name Kristallnacht comes from the shards of broken glass that littered the streets after the windows of Jewish-owned stores, buildings, and synagogues were smashed. The pretext for the attacks was the assassination on November 9, 1938, of a German diplomat, Ernst von Roth, by Herschel Grispan, a 17-year-old German-born Polish Jew living in Paris. Jewish homes, hospitals, and schools were ransacked. Rioters destroyed 267 synagogues. Over 7,000 Jewish businesses were damaged or destroyed, and 30,000 Jewish men were arrested and incarcerated in concentration camps. Historians view Kristallnacht as a prelude to the final solution and the murder of 6 million Jews during the Holocaust.
Thank you, Bob. It means so much to our community that you would commemorate this with us.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you. And you did a good job. Always do. You really count on this guy. So we're going to sing a song called Eli, Eli. Well, I'm not going to sing it. Yeah, okay, great. It was written by a poet, Hanna Senes, a Hungarian Jew who was a Zionist. Senes emigrated to Palestine in 1939. She trained as a paratrooper and returned to Hungary to fight the Nazis. She was captured, tortured, and killed on November 7th, 1944. She was 23 years old, and this is one of her poems. It can be found on page 349 in your Siddur, 349. On the bottom of the page, you'll see Eli, Eli, Eli. And Cantor Adina will lead us in this.
As the candles are being lit. As the
Oh,
candles are being lit.
yes. So you probably noticed these candles up here. There are traditionally 6 candles, and I'd like to invite Pat Eisenberg, Phyllis Gorson, Lou Metzman, Jim Kaplan, Joy Galliford, and Dora Rubin, and we'll light the candles. The last one will be something special. We added a 7th candle for the hostages in Israel who were murdered. And Bob and Jane Henley will be lighting that candle when we're done with the 6 million. So I'm going to need your guys' help a little bit here. Let's see. Thanks.
Eli, Eli, shelo yigamer leolam, hachol v'hayam, rishru shel hamayim, barak hashamayim, tefilat adam, hachol v'hayam, rishru
of silence, oh, we send our blessings to the 6 million and the hostages who are no longer here, but here in spirit. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'yimbu amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mavarach le'olam u'amei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitba'al v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, V'yitadal, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudsha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mchomav, hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. May the one who makes peace in the heavens above bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all residents of the world. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. You may be seated. So, thank you for being here. A final word. Despite our losses, we lech lecha, we go forth. We move our tent to a place of vision, expansiveness, because we are so far greater than what we can possibly imagine. I'd like to end with the priestly blessing. I'm a Kohen. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and bring you peace. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God's face turn to you with the divine presence and be gracious unto you. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God's face shine upon you and grant you peace. Amen.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom. We're going to end with Bashana Haba'ah. It's on the screen. Ya la la, 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 ya la la. These words are so true even today. Soon the day will arrive when we will be together, and no longer will we live in fear. And the children will smile, and the children will smile, without their wondering whether on that day dark new clouds will appear. Oh, Bashana, Bashana, Haba. Wait and see what a world this can be, if we care, if we share, you and me. Ya la la, 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 la la la, ya 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 la la. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.